Okay, it's 2 o'clock now. Hello, welcome. Good afternoon. We are going to talk about immune system today. We have already talked about this the last time, but this time we'll be speaking in English, and hope you all understand this. But I will be repeating this one, but so that we'll understand, because it's a very important topic to know. If you have any question, put into the chat room. So to understand this immune system, we need to know that everyone who are alive, we go through this birth, and then we get old, and then we get pain, disease, and then we have death. This is the normal life cycle. So throughout this cycle, but some people don't get old because they don't take care, accident or other things. So it will break the cycle, but this is normally what happens. So some people, they don't have the chance to have disease or illness at all. They just die very young, or just die a peaceful death. So you skip this one, skip this one. So so the basic concept is this. So healthy baby, they come from healthy parents. Do you all agree from that? Imagine this tree. If the tree is not healthy, is it going to produce good apples? Definitely not, right? So if the parents have problem, even without hospitals saying that you have very serious disease, but if the parents do not have a strong body, the baby is going to inherit the same thing. Okay, so this is the basic concept. So unhealthy baby easily gets infection. So they are baby just like the apple tree, or if they are unhealthy, or when they are born, some baby, they have to stay in hospital for 1 month, 2 months after birth, because they cannot survive even the hospital environment, or even the very minimal germs. They cannot cannot withstand it. So they need intubation, they need to be put on ventilator, like what happened to patients that are having this COVID-19 now. So you have this idea. So why baby, some of them, I mean most baby, they are born healthy, they can be discharged on the same day or the next day after doctor check that everything is okay with the mother. But some baby, they have this, so we have to understand this. So to understand the concept of immune system, you have to understand the concept of Chinese medicine, qi. So we are born with this qi. Yeah, if you know about Chinese, we always talk about qi gong. These are like the kung fu, qi gong, tai chi. All these are the qi. So we are born with this. We believe that we are born with this yuan qi, original qi. So it's actually a basic set of immune system on like that nowadays we know that is in your DNA. So enable us to adapt to the new environment inside the mother's tummy, not the tummy, inside the mommy's womb, or everything is sterile. There's no germs. Or of course, if the mother have infection, then there are germs inside. But inside the normal environment, they are well protected, or they are swimming, sleeping inside. But once they leave the body through delivery, then they are exposed to the outside world. In the even in the operating theater, is not totally sterile, or there are still some bacteria. So the other qi that we need to know is the qing qi, which nowadays we know that is oxygen. In the past, we used to say it's just we breathe the air. We call air. Now we know that it's oxygen. So we need to have a good pair of lungs to be able to breathe. So it's very relevant now that you see why coronavirus or this COVID can kill, because it directly affect our lung. It directly affect the oxygen to the body. So it's very critical for the body. The other thing, to stay alive, we need to eat food. So we call gu qi, it's actually food qi, and of course involve water as well. If we don't eat food, how long can we last? Maybe few weeks to a month. But if we don't breathe, just a few minutes, right? So you will see that. But both are essential, breathing and eating. But first of all, we need to have a basic set of immune system we call original chi, which come from your parents. You cannot choose your parents, can you? So some people, they are born weak, but you can't reverse things. You can't say I go back into the womb and restart everything. No, uh, we only live once. But what we can change is the food that we take, is the air that we breathe, so that we get the maximum performance that we can with our set of DNA. So the summary of Qi, we need to be born alive, yes. Then we need to have breathing. Then we need to have food and drinking. So all of this, they combine, we call Zhen Qi. Zhen Qi is like upright Qi, which is immune system. Or by the way we understand it today, is immune system. Okay, so let's talk about immune system. Why some people always weak and ill? Why some people seldom ill? But when they're ill, they don't seem to recover, or it takes them months to recover. Or some people suddenly die. Or so why some people, they feel ill when there's a change in weather or the environment. So we need to know about this. Yeah. So if we don't have immune system, we cannot live more than a few days, or maybe less than one day. Or so if you when I first talk about this, I have to use example of SARS, but we are all facing COVID-19 now, so you understand that now. Do you happen to read that those who actually died, most of them, they are more than maybe 50, 60 years old. They are older, and then they have pre-existing problem like diabetes, high blood pressure, asthma, anything at all, anything that makes them taking long-term medication or for chronic problem makes them more susceptible to that. So in terms of understanding in Chinese medicine, this, whenever your body has some problem in certain parts, it actually affects your immune system. So it's not surprising that these people, they do have that. We will understand more later when we talk about age and the immune system. Or even then, we do see that the youngest person who died in the UK was about 18. Yesterday, there's another one who's 21-year-old with no pre-existing condition. Or the one who is younger, the 18 years old one, he does have some pre-existing chronic disease on medication. So this is a very important topic, so that if you understand this, then you will know how to take care of yourself. So germs are everywhere. This one you have to understand. From the moment you are born into the world, in the operating theatre, of course we keep it to the minimum, but it's still germs everywhere we go. Or when you touch your face, or in your tongue, if you touch, or it's all around. There are germs actually when you talk. Oh, that's why we talk about social distancing now, because this COVID thing is a good illustration. Oh, whenever you go to the hospital, or whenever you touch a patient, whenever you shake hand, or the germs get transferred. But why are we not sick? Why are we not ill unless you get the strong bacteria like COVID-19? Even if there is no COVID-19, there are bacteria around. Why are we not always feverish, having problem breathing? It's because our immune system protect us from getting severe problem like breathlessness, fever. So this is a big about the immune system. So germs are everywhere. You have to understand, germs are everywhere. That's why it's good to stay at home now. We are not that scared of other germs because we do have immunity. But COVID-19 is different because they are mutated virus. They can survive very well. In other words, this virus, they themselves have very strong immunity against whatever you do to them, apart from using washing them off, using heat, very high heat, not mean washing them off using soap and water or alcohol. So you have to know, this is our immune system. We won't go into too deep. Our immune system, if we put under microscope, we actually can see them. This is how it looks like. So you know about these tonsils, lymph nodes, the spleen, the appendix, the thymus gland. These are all the network of immune system in our body. Of course, what kills the virus or bacteria would be our red blood cell or white blood cell mostly actually. Our red blood cell will be the one supplying oxygen. So these are the more important players in our body. So what is hurting our immune system apart from recently it will be COVID-19 or all this infection going around. So we notice that pollution, air pollution or water pollution, traffic, everything pollution actually, radiation, food that we take are not really healthy. The food quality are not healthy even though we are eating healthy. And we do have this mold if we live in these moldy surroundings. So these are the things that is constantly hurting us. We cannot avoid all of them. Just hand mobile phone. Everyone is carrying one, even little children. So we cannot, even if you are not carrying one, if you are living in an area that can get 3G, 4G, or in the future 5G, it's not really good. It's going to cause our immune system to suffer more. One of the country actually banned 5G from coming in. He said that of course 5G will be very nice. It will help with the economy, but he's not going to take the risk for the people in the country. I can't remember where. I think it's Belgium. You can have a look at that, because they have proved that these things are very detrimental. But a lot of the time, the decision that the government or the country make is more to economic. If you are looking at news now, like in the US, they are ignoring the fact that this virus can kill half of the population if it is really that bad. One of the estimate is that it's going to kill 500,000 people in the US alone. But you see how the politician react, the politician react. They are still worrying about how it affects the economy. They are getting people back to work and see how many people die. So this is the wrong attitude, a wrong approach to it actually. I think no matter how much money is not going to be able to pay for your life or your loved one's life. So we talk about, you see how the farming industry, we're using a lot of fertilizers and pesticides. We are taking a lot of instant noodles, instant things, instant food, and these animals are getting a lot of injection of hormones that is going to affect us directly or indirectly in our body. And even chicken, innocent chicken meat, they are actually fed with antibiotics, most of them at least. Oh, they talk about all these very nice tasty things. They are actually made out of sugar. These are the things that are affecting our body. You see, this one is actually one of the river. The fish actually just died. Sorry, that is how bad the air, the water pollution is. The fish just died and submerged and float actually. Sorry. So the other thing is about our habit. How we are getting a lot of stress now. How the government is stressed, we are stressed about our safety, we are stressed about our financial, or stressed about how long is the lockdown going to be for, or then we are eating too much, we are eating a lot of meat, not enough vegetables. These are cause of everything actually. If you notice that throughout the talk that we have been talking about in the last few days, it's all about this, the four habits: our emotions, stress, our food that we take, we are skipping breakfast, we're eating too much at night, oh, and then we are lazy to exercise, we don't even walk nowadays with cars. Also, we are not sleeping, we are not resting at night. So these are the problem. Of course, the added problem will be cigarette smoke. Or some people are smoking like 2-3 packs, like 20 to 40 sticks a day, or drinking. And then when the body have a little bit of problem, we always rely on painkillers or medicine that prevent vomiting, medicine that control our blood sugar, control our blood pressure. So we are all taking the shortcut. No wonder we are not living long enough, because what we do, they are all shortcut. So is there anything we can do about it? So we don't wait until it's too late, because if you don't have a good immune system, you are likely going to be going in and out of hospital. with the COVID-19 now, if you are one of those that have very weak immune system, you're probably going in and not coming out. Oh. So what can we do about it? Can we do something else? Recognizing early symptoms of declining immune system. Like I mentioned earlier, some people, they don't really get sick, but once they get sick, they get ill, they cannot recover, or they recover with a lot of like still having long-term joint pain, or they don't look like last time, or they probably have a falling hair, their hearing suffers, deteriorate from before. So is there anything we can do about it? So let's talk about restoring qi, because just now we mentioned about the lifestyle affecting all this. So our lifestyle, it has to be focusing on exercise. Or we need to do at least exercise 3 times a week. Or if you can do 10,000 steps a day, that would be the recommended one. It's very good. Emotion, we need, of course, everyone have emotion, but we need to be able to handle our stress properly. Or try to talk to your family members and friends about your worries, so that you just need to find out who you can talk to, so that you are not always there facing the problem alone, because this itself can cause you a lot of problem in your life or in your health. And resting, definitely, there's nothing better than resting. You need to sleep before 11 at night. And then in Chinese medicine, we also encourage people to take a short nap in the afternoon around 11 to 12. Of course, diet, not too much meat, not eating too much carbohydrate. Or we have been repeating this all over and over again. So these are the 4 things you need to remember if there's nothing else you remember. Okay? Yeah. Then we are talking about early signs of immune system deficiency, or weak immune system. It's very easy to evaluate. You can do evaluation on yourself. So if are you suffering from problem like loss of concentration when you work every day, even after you sleep, you still feel very weak, you don't feel like the food that you eat is tasty, you don't have appetite, or you're always like this maybe you always feel cold even when the weather is not really that cold, you still feel cold. So those are the early signs. But of course, if you do have problem with hearing, or like ringing in the ears, or deteriorating eyesight, those can be the sign as well. Of course, when we age, all these things they come, but if they come too soon, or if they deteriorate too fast, then there's a lot of problem with your immune by bacteria, viruses, all kind of fungus, all kind of pathogens, all kind of germs actually. So these are the soldiers are the front line, so that all these bacteria don't go into our body. Okay. So of course, a lot of you will read a lot of articles saying that vitamin C, take a lot of vitamin C on that, but we found out that they are good in up to a certain degree, but they are not very effective if you are talking about long-term immunity. Oh. So this polysaccharide, later on we'll talk about them. They are actually found in a lot of these Chinese herbs. But why a lot of people claim that Chinese medicine, their effect is very slow, or some of them don't have effect at all? Because we found out nowadays through research in the last 30, 40 years, we found out that when traditional Chinese medicine, the way traditionally how they do it is they cook, they boil it. So we found that cooking breaks down the polysaccharide that can be found. Once it's broken down, they no longer is effective anymore. So there is a way, even though we are using the same herbs, but the way you extract the polysaccharide is very important. It's not about putting everything together and bring it to a boil. Or if you do that, then you found that these medicine are not so good. So it's about using unique advanced extract technology, and then we found out that these are the combination, this Codonopsis lentinus. This is actually shiitake mushroom. Poria. This is a scientific name. This is the goji berry. This is the lion mane mushroom. This is the fungus, white fungus. And then this is the enoki mushroom. Oh, we found out all this compound, when you use the extract properly the polysaccharide, that can increase your immune system, which can be measured in your blood test. Oh, so this is the difference. So so this medicine has been there for since 1993. So it has been in Philippines in the last 2 years, but in Malaysia it's already more than 10 years. So they use more than 20 years to perfect it. Oh, so even with just using the technology, we can get a lot of polysaccharide, very concentrated polysaccharide. So you found that a lot of people, when they take it, you found it that your immune system increased very fast. How do you know? Because without spending money to check your blood, how do you know that your immunity has already improved? If you have, if you experience improvement in your sleep, in your daily activity, in your thinking, in your memory. All these are the things that you can achieve within 2-3 months. And then if you can go and have a blood check, you will notice that your white cell will be in the normal range. Your white or your red blood cell will be very good, no anemia problems. You will have a lot of more energy. These are important because if you prepare yourself enough, even if you have the even if you accidentally met someone with who's bringing COVID to you, you won't have to be admitted to the hospital. Or you see the difference. That's why a lot of people, they are just positive from the test, but they don't have breathlessness, they don't have fever. So everyone's immune system is different. Okay, so how to use this in Malaysia is in the tablet form. It's called Polysac Plus. In Philippines it's called in Polysac. So who do we use it for? We use it for general health, or those who feel that they are very weak, those who want to live longer, those who have chronic disease or medicine, those who have chronic fatigue, allergy problem, no appetite, difficult to sleep, poor memory, skin problem, those who have clinical depression, or child with growth problem. These are the people who will, almost everyone actually. So I would recommend this for everyone. Oh, so if you see this one, so this one is our immune function. When we are born, we are here. So this one is about all the way up. Oh, this is about 13, 12, 13, and then up to about 20 here. So when you are a teenager, our immune system will be the peak. Then it will go down from there. But for different people, it will be different. The curve will be different. If you start smoking here, smoke a lot, drink a lot, and then not really living healthily, and you are working in a highly stressed job, or exposed to radiation, then the curve will come down here. That is why you do see young people die from COVID-19, or from everything, go up. So when we are here, it's about 50 years old. This is according to the normal, not to say normal, but the regular person. This is the time that your immune system is lower, then you start to have problem here. So you can keep it above here, then even if you are ill, it's going to be a minor problem. Or even if you need to be admitted to the hospital, it's going to be 1-2 days compared to 1-2 months, or even don't come out. Or so our aim is to have no illness. If you have illness, the frequency will be less. Even if you do have illness, then you can recover faster. That's the use of immune system. Okay, so if we are focusing on Western style, we are talking about injection, vaccine, medicine, kill all the germs. Is it possible? Do you think we can kill all the germs? The germs keep on mutating. They are older than the human civilization. They will never disappear. So there's no point doing that. What we can do is strengthen your own immune system. Like for example, this COVID-19. Do you have injection for that at the moment? Not yet. No. Even for SARS, there's no injection, no vaccine yet. So what are you going to do? apart from just staying at home. Oh, so we need to increase our immune system. Okay, so I've talked about this even before this coronavirus, before this COVID-19. This is the article from, you can check in the internet. This is the correct one. Uh, by 2050, antimicrobial resistance, means antibiotic resistance, is projected to kill more people than cancer and diabetes combined. So even without COVID-19, there's going to be a lot of other bacteria, virus is going to be not being able to kill by antibiotics anymore. So it's so either we learn and improve our immune system today, or live our life to hospital in the future. Okay, so I'll stop the presentation here. I'll talk about all the individual product in the future presentation. If there's any question, you can ask.